So, what school did you go to? Did you go to school? I mean, obviously, did you
That's why I said when I said Beecher,
all the way
like,
through,
it
huh?
was Daly, Dolan, Beecher. It was simple.
Period.
It was so
Straight
lovely.
buck, straight
like,
Bucktown.
like where I was
Shout out to
in Beecher.
shout out to Beecher, shout out to Bucktown.
Shout out
You know what I'm
Beecher,
saying?
man.
All
Shout
the
out
time,
all
the time.
my Beecher people.
Y'all brothers is doing
Like,
y'all thing too. I appreciate
I mean,
that.
the thing about Beecher, man, like, especially from our era, because, like I said earlier, like you had to be out there to really understand what was really going on. It was really what so-called white America had built. You know, small town America.
Right.
That's basically what it is at its core. You know what I'm saying? At that time, before crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was motivating. Really, all over the world, we was motivating. You know, we was doing it.
Right.
In our whole country, we was doing it. Like, so out there, it was in that exact area in Beecher, because it's like two different parts at that time. You had the Summit part, which was more Flint. Beecher was more Mount Morris. So we surrounded by white neighborhoods. We surrounded by Flushing to the west, Mount Morris to the north, and Kersley and all of that to the east of us. So, like, where I was situated, we loved our black people to the south,
Right.
which was Flint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that was really like the only place we was welcome, which was south of us. But they didn't welcome us.
Yeah.
So
I
we
can
was like,
remember
hold
those
up, we
days.
like-
Some days like that.
We like, hold up, man. Like,
Okay, so
y'all don't like us. Like, we can't do nothing but go south to
Right.
Flint, because we ain't welcome no other area.
controversial question, man. Everybody be wanting to know this, and from anybody that's from around this area, man. Is Flint Beecher, and what is your perception of how that goes? Because I hear some people say is Mount Morris, some people say is Beecher Michigan, some people say it's Beecher, it's just the community, and some I want to get your output of
If
it.
we grow up and
Excuse me.
accept like what's really going on, if we grow up right and say, like we could be a totally different voter base out there,
Right.
Literally,
Right.
because of, like I said, because our proximity to all of these white neighborhoods. So we could, and a lot of traditionally, what I seen, a lot of my neighbors that I grew up with might vote Republican, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can be your neighbor, like, but they on a whole nother level. They thinking different. Like, you might stay next door to a house. They might have added an upstairs and blew out the back, and they got boats, yachts, literally yachts, right out there, like right in the neighborhood. So they might think differently than somebody living on Section 8. And that was the reality growing up out there. So, Beecher as a community versus, I would say it's just different, man, because of like what we surrounded by. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't never been surrounded by none but white people on each side of you, you really don't know. I grew up like how I grew up from the OGs, the big homies that taught me, like, we don't rob people out here.
Right,
we go to the white people and we rob them. And that's what they did. I mean, I didn't do that because, my daddy wasn't on that. He ain't let us stray. But that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? They went to Mount Morris and Flushing and Kersley. They took their bikes and stuff like that. They wasn't trying to take. So we was basically we about us, right? We about us.
Y'all your own
At
thing.
that time, Flint didn't know this, though. They didn't know this because they didn't have access to these people. Right. We had access. We knew the trails. We knew where to go. We knew exactly where to. Growing up, we kind of knew, like you growing up, you got somebody 5, 6, 7, 8 years older than you, and they telling you, yeah, man, you get on your bike, you take this trail back there. We kind of knew, like it just get passed down, and you don't rob people that look like you in your neighborhood. You go over there and do it. That's how we was raised.
Okay,
You know, so yeah, it was a lot of pride there. Whole lot of pride.
Want 'em, I got 'em, dripping like water. You want 'em, I got 'em, dripping water.